Samuel Tatal has given me, the first person who comes to mind is Cece. She's my G-Big, my person, and someone who has shaped my experience here in ways I never expected. From the moment we met, Cece saw something in me before I saw it in myself. I remember early on when I was overwhelmed and doubting whether I could handle everything SDT was asking of me, Cece pulled me aside, looked me straight in the eye, and reminded me that I was capable even when I didn't believe it yet. That's who she is. She challenges you, supports you, and never lets you forget your worth. Being her G Little isn't just about family lines, it's about trust, growth, and knowing that no matter what, you're never doing life alone. One moment that really sticks with me happened during recruitment. We were in the middle of a long day, emotions were high, and I started second-guessing myself. Without saying a word, Cece squeezed my hand and whispered, "You've got this, I'm right here." It was such a small moment, but it reminded me that no matter how intense things got, I wasn't carrying it alone. That's the G-Big, G-Little action, bond in action, showing up when it matters, even in the quiet moments. This year, getting to run recruitment alongside her brought the relationship full circle. Recruitment is intense, emotional, and exhausting, but some of my favorite moments were the quiet ones. Late night debriefing, encouraging each other after a hard conversation, and celebrating the little wins no one else saw. When one of us felt overwhelmed, the other stepped in without even being asked. Doing recruitment together showed me what it looks like to lead with someone who truly always has your back. That's what sisterhood looks like here, showing up for one another, especially when it matters the most. Sigma Delta Tau is built on relationships like this, where women lift each other up, lead together, and grow together. Tonight, as you're deciding where you see yourself, I hope you picture the kind of sisters you want staying next to you through every chapter of your life. For me, that's SDT, because it gave me Cece and a sisterhood that truly feels like home.
Hi everyone, my name is Cece, and today I want to share what sisterhood truly means to me. People always talk about finding a home in college, and for me, Sigma Delta Tau is exactly that. But beyond leadership titles and positions, SDT gave me something even more special. It gave me my people. This year especially, I learned what real sisterhood looks like through my G Little and Vice President Recruitment Assistant, Ella. She has been my rock through this entire process. Every freak out, every late night, every laugh, every exciting moment has been spent with her. She's been the person who answers my calls when I'm overwhelmed, who sits with me when things feel heavy, and who reminds me that I'm capable even when I don't feel like I am. Somewhere along the way, she stopped being just someone I worked with and became my best friend, my safe place, and the person I trust more than anyone. I truly don't know how I would have gone through this without her. I still remember the first night Ella officially became my assistant. She came over and we sat on my floor working on recruitment video plans, talking through ideas and laughing in between being completely stressed. I remember looking at her and just knowing this partnership was going to be something very special. From that moment on, I knew I didn't just gain an assistant, I gained someone I can truly rely on. And then there's my Little. She's not just my Little, she's my best friend. She means more to me than I can put into words, and I feel so lucky to have her by my side. When I met Ella on a random night out, I had this feeling she was meant to be part of our family. I told my Little she needed to take her as her Little, and now here we all are, best friends. Moments like that remind me how crazy and beautiful life can be, and how SDT somehow brings exactly the right people into your life at exactly the right time. These relationships didn't happen overnight. They came from showing up for each other, from choosing kindness, from supporting one another through hard days, and from celebrating the good ones together. They come from being a part of something bigger than myself. SDT taught me that sisterhood isn't about the people you go out with or the pictures you post. It's about having someone who shows up when you're overwhelmed, who listens to you vent at 2 a.m., who celebrates your wins like they're their own, and who reminds you of who you are on the days that you forget. Ella is that person who does all of that for me. She leads with so much heart, patience, and love, and she makes everyone around her feel seen and valued. I am endlessly grateful for SDT for bringing her into my life, and I genuinely cannot imagine my college experience without her by my side. To each of you here tonight, I want you to know that this chapter has room for your friendships, your fears, your dreams, and your growth. SDT is a place where real connections are built, where lifelong friendships begin, and where you never have to walk through anything alone. Joining SDT gave me sisters who became my best friends, people who feel like my family, and memories I will carry with me forever. I hope wherever your journey takes you, you find your Ella, someone who stands by your side through everything, who cheers for you louder than anyone else, and who reminds you of how loved you truly are. Thank you for letting me share this part of my story with you.